Hello, my name's Luke. Thanks for joining me on my journey to grow mentally, spiritually, financially, and physically, as well as documenting my progress along the way so I can give the most practical and relatable advice. National Quitters Day, arguably one of the most influential times of the year that no one knows about. Typically falling on the 2nd January of Friday, National Quitters Day, like the name suggests, is when most people quit or give up on their New Year's resolutions. So don't let it be you, and don't fall back into mediocrity. For 2025, National Quitters Day falls on January 10th. But in this video, I'll show you why so many people quit on, the second Friday of January, and also how to make sure it's not you. Why do so many give up? On National Quitters Day, a huge percent of people who start their New Year's resolutions give up. Here are 3 reasons why they do so. The first reason why so many give up is because it's the second week of January, which means there's been enough time for life to settle back in, the holidays are over, and you realize, shoot, these goals I want to accomplish are harder than I thought, and then they give up. The second reason why so many give up is because it's a Friday. So on Friday night, you get your weekend, out, and then people want to party and they don't want to think about their goals, so they give up. The third reason why so many people give up is because National Quitters Day falls on the second Friday of January. So that means there have only been 2 weeks since, January 1st, just about. So that's not enough time for a habit that you're trying to create to set in. So, these actions that you're doing are still very weak and only, together with a little bit of willpower. So without enough time for it to become a habit, they give up. Well, if the odds are stacked against you, like I just mentioned, and you're trying to figure out how to not fall victim to National Quitters Day, here are 4 ways to survive the day. Insane amount of willpower or discipline. So having an insane amount of willpower or discipline is, the basic way that, we all think we're going to achieve our goals, so muscle through and get through it. But in reality, very few of us possess the amount of, willpower discipline, like the David Goggins willpower to do what we set out to do. Partner up. Having someone, alongside you to, work with alongside on your goals, or someone who can push you when you're weak or who you can push when you're strong, is arguably one of the best ways to achieve any of your goals and also build a really great relationship. Build when you're strong. So what I mean by this is when you're mentally strong, you're there, you're motivated, you go the extra mile. See, inspiration, motivation are nice, but you can't rely on them. What you can do, though, is when you have those moments of clarity, you work extra hard, and you create a path of least resistance, so that later on, when you don't have that motivation or inspiration, get after it, you can just follow the path of least resistance, which you already prepared for yourself. Basic example of this is, say you're motivated to lift in evening time, so you say tomorrow morning wake up early and lift, instead of just saying that and facing it tomorrow morning. You set up, you lay out your clothes, you get all your stuff ready, so it becomes as easy to do as possible. Breaking down your goals. When you set these New Year's resolutions, you want to accomplish something by the end of the year, but your brain knows that this is kind of far away, it doesn't need to work on any of that right now. So the way to combat this is to strategize by focusing on quarterly quests, weekly tasks, and then everyday habits. So an example of this is, for me, that I want to read the Bible in 1 year. So instead of I'll do it by the end of the year, it is an everyday sort of habit. So another example of this is that I am going to pay for this Florida trip with money I have from selling websites. So what I can kind of do is break it down. It's like quarterly quest, ask so many people. Weekly thing is memorize script. The daily thing is to just read over the script or something like that. Alright, with that, thanks for watching. Just want to let you know and to remember that good things take time. So, it's good that, the thing you want to achieve can't be done in the first 2 weeks of January. And that means, it's a worthy goal if it takes time and you have to work hard for it. So with that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.